So speaking about this, what is your feeling about interracial marriage?
I don't support it.
Why?
I have nothing against white women or Chinese women or Arab women or East Indian women, but the black man belongs with the black woman. The first institution that has to be built is the black family. If you don't save that, you save nothing else. If you don't build that, you build nothing else. A white woman can't understand my struggle. A Chinese woman can't understand my struggle. And what black men fail to recognize, even when you marry white or Arab or Chinese or East Indian or Latino, that woman is still loyal to her race. So it doesn't matter if she had your baby. It doesn't matter if y'all got married. It doesn't matter if y'all sleeping with each other. At the end of the day, her loyalty is not to her husband. It is to her community. And at any moment that that community calls on her to do a job, she will do it. So even though you're laying on top of her, she's still in charge of you.
Do you think that Afro-descendants are really aware of their African roots?
I think that we are aware of the roots, but we are in denial of the roots. Okay? This is why black women spend billions of dollars on perm, weave, blonde hair, green eyes, blue eyes. This is why educated black men, I don't care if they live in Paris, I don't care if they're in Austria, Holland, UK, Canada, US, or South Africa. Educated black men marry outside of their race more than the men of any other race put together because you hate yourself. And the reason why we do this is we actually think we can convince white people if we act white enough to accept us because we don't understand white supremacy and we don't understand eugenics. Eugenics is the science of exterminating the African DNA. It don't matter if you're light skinned with green eyes, you still African. It don't matter if you're blue, black, purple with nappy hair, you still African. It don't matter if you in Paris speaking French or the U.S. speaking English. At the end of the day, you carry the gene of Africa. And that gene of Africa is the most powerful DNA on earth. We are the only people who can reproduce ourselves in every other group. I can make a baby with a Chinese woman. It's an African baby. I can make a baby with a French woman. It's an African baby. An Arab, an East Indian, a Native American. It's an African baby. You understand? Yeah. The white man cannot reproduce himself in any other woman but one who looks like him because he's genetically recessive. I'm genetically dominant, and that's why he must eliminate me. Because in the natural order of things, if I do absolutely nothing, we can literally predict the date where he will no longer exist. So he has to make a decision. He either has to get rid of me first before nature gets rid of him.
So what do you think about those black leaders who get married to white women?
Like who?
Frederick Douglass, for example, at the end of his life was married to a black lady. I think he was like 50 years old when he got married to a white lady.
Much older than that.
Okay, all right, okay. And I think I know it. So what is your feeling about it?
Frederick Douglass married that white woman when he was approximately 10 years from his death. He was an old man.
All right.
And I don't have a problem with you bringing that up. It needs to be dealt with.
Of course, yeah.
But don't skip over the blue-black chocolate wife of 50 years. See, my problem with y'all in the media, y'all give the white woman more credit than the black woman who held him down.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm clarifying.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Y'all give him more credit than the black woman who held him down. Y'all give him more credit than the black woman who helped him escape from slavery. Y'all give him more credit than the black woman that gave him 5 babies. He didn't have no babies with that white woman. He was an old man, and so was she. Was it right? No. Should he have done it? Absolutely not. And now as he looked back on it from heaven, I know he says to himself that I should have never made that mistake, because the only thing that keeps Frederick Douglass from being undisputedly the greatest black leader on American soil now is just arguably the greatest black leader on American soil is because he married that white woman. He shouldn't have done it. Does that undo the good? Absolutely not. But it's a contradiction, and it wasn't acceptable. But let's go a step further. Frederick Douglass's mother, my Aunt Harriet, was raped by Aaron Anthony, the white man who owned our family in Eastern Shore, Maryland. Being so-called biracial, I think that causes a little bit of confusion in Africans who are of mixed racial origin. which is another reason why we have to stop reproducing with non-African women. Not because those children are any less African than the rest of us. I consider a biracial brother or a biracial sister 100% African. But psychologically, it's hard for them to commit to the struggle when you have a parent who belongs to the race that is oppressing your people. So to eliminate the confusion, we have to stop mixing sun DNA with ice DNA. Neanderthals ain't got no business mixing with the original man.